Good evening. It's a great pleasure to be here. I'm sorry I can't see anyone. Um, First and foremost, I want to congratulate Freedom House on its 85th anniversary. It's a wonderful occasion, and I also want to congratulate the board, led by Norm Willox, and a number of others, Jane Harmon, Wendell Wilkie, and the fantastic staff led by Jamie Fly and a number of other people. It's a terrific occasion. And thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to introduce the Mark Palmer Award for Diplomats, which is awarded by Freedom House every year. I want to especially thank Katie LaRocque and her team at Freedom House and the Mark Palmer Prize Committee. I believe some members of the committee, Steve Steiner, was sitting at my table, and I think a number of others are here too. Thank you so much for all your help. We established the award in 2011 to honor diplomats, and more recently, we added associates of international organizations who embody my late husband Mark's vision, which is to assist nations and civil societies in their pursuit of democracy and human rights. Mark's lifelong passion for promoting democracy emanated at Yale in the 1960s when he became a freedom rider in the civil rights movement. I met him a few years later in 1964, soon after he arrived in New Delhi on his first Foreign Service post. On our first date, he invited me to the Tibetan monastery for dinner. We sat cross-legged on the floor, and we were dining on yak soup. And I realized, I said, gosh, this is not a dinner date at all. Mark's main mission was really to support Tibetans in their struggle for independence from China, which was wonderful. Mark dedicated his Foreign Service career to placing democracy promotion at the forefront of American foreign policy. Notable among his achievements is his pivotal role in crafting President Ronald Reagan's landmark Westminster Address to the British Parliament in 1982. This speech, and perhaps Damon Wilson is here, the head of NED, it launched the National Endowment of Democracy. In his book, Breaking the Real Axis of Evil, Mark tells us how diplomats, Americans, French, Czech, and others stood alongside frontline dissidents in Chile, in Ukraine, which was oppressed at that time, and many other countries. In March 1989, while serving as the US ambassador to Hungary, Mark himself defied the State Department. He marched alongside Hungarian dissidents in the streets of Budapest to fight for democracy. I have to say he got a little slap on his wrist from the State Department. They were not happy at all, officially, so to speak. The Mark Palmer Prize honors such courage, acts that transcend duty, and extraordinary achievements by diplomats who are dedicated to defending and promoting democracy. To honor Mark's vision this year, Freedom House is proud to recognize Her Excellency Salome Zurabishvili, the 5th President of Georgia. She is a French-Georgian career diplomat whose remarkable service spans 3 decades in the French Foreign Service with senior postings across Europe, the United States, the UN, NATO, the OSCE, among others. Madam Zurabishvili joined the Georgian government following the Rose Revolution, and she became a Georgian citizen. She was appointed the Foreign Minister of Georgia, and in 2018, she was elected Georgia's first woman president. It soon became clear that she was a steadfast advocate for democratic governance and European integration. She played a vital role in securing a landmark agreement that ensured the removal of Russian military bases from Georgian soil. Madam Zurabishvili stood with her people amid sweeping repressive changes and strong pressure on the opposition, the media, and civil society. She also joined pro-democracy demonstrations in Tbilisi and reaffirmed her commitment to Georgia's democratic path and sovereignty. I regret to say that Her Excellency is not here this evening to receive the award, but we look forward to honoring Salome Zurabishvili with the 2026 Ma Palmer Award for Diplomats during her upcoming visit to Washington next month. Thank you so much, and good evening.